Okay, welcome everybody to another Modern League. Going to be running this 4-colour copycat through today. This is from LMS Ghent, quite a well-performing list. I think Justin Morales, but I will check that and put the link to the deck in the description below. This is a sort of, it's got a lot of the 4-colour elements that we're used to seeing: Renin 6 to Fairy, Solitude, Omnath, Binding, etc. But then we also are running the combo. So Saheeli Rai and Felidar Guardian is an infinite combo where you get an infinite number of Felidar Guardians with haste that are able to attack. So yeah, this is something I'm considering for the qualifiers in Ghent when I go in a few weeks. I think it's probably going to be Rhinos, play a lot of that deck, but just a few other things to test out as well, so going to give this a go today. So yeah, let's get into it. Big thanks to everyone for watching. Hope everyone had a great new year. Yeah, going to give this a go. Thanks everyone for watching, and big thanks to everyone that subscribed recently. Going to try and target getting to that magic 1,000 subscribers over the course of this year, which would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, big thanks to everyone that's along for the ride, and for everyone that comments and makes suggestions. It's always really appreciated. So looks like we have been paired for our round number 1. Certainly like to play first. So turn, I think this is too slow. On the play it might be okay. I don't know what. Let me just have a look at what triomes we've got. Okay, so we don't have any triomes without forest or island. If one of these was a plains, we would have been able to binding on turn 2, but I think I'm going to mulligan this. That's just not doing anything for the first few turns. This is better. We can keep this. Going to bottom, I think, Omnath. And then we'll go fetch. Don't think basic. Might just be I think Temple Garden. Yeah, we'll go Temple Garden and then go Oath of Nissa. Okay, so we hit Renin 6 and Halfling. I'm just going to take the Renin 6. But yeah, love Renin 6 on turn 2. See what the opponent has for us. Island. Sorry, not island. Mountain. Bauble. So is this some sort of Underworld Breach deck? Quite possibly. Not sure why they play the Ragavan, given that they saw us put Renin 6 on the top. Okay, so we can actually, it's weird, but we can play Hallowed Fountain here, and then Renin 6. Because of Oath of Nissa. But we would have had a fetch shock otherwise. So not sure exactly what the opponent's on. Let's say their picture is Grief. I don't know if that's anything to go by. Dragon's Rage Channeler. I assume they've got something to kill the Renin 6. Galvanic Blast. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. Okay, so some sort of aggressive artifact style deck. Okay, that's not a bad draw actually. So we can go ending here. And then just play the Halfling. Play Windswept Teeth and pass. Really would like to. So ideally the Halfling lives. And then we draw a land. Okay, we've seen a few decks running this into. Okay, and oh, that's quite a combo. Okay, so I think we'll just go fetch a triome. So we need red and black ideally, but yeah, we'll just go and get Rorker in for the red. So yeah, we'd really like to draw. I mean, a fetch land's quite good. Fetch land's really good. Okay, bolt is fine. I think we're just going to go. We do really need to kill this Inti. It's the problem. It just takes over games. I suppose we can draw any white card or any fetch land. I really want to use my mana here. Then if they attack, we can block with Omnath. I think playing Omnath is fine here. Play Omnath. Okay, never punished. Okay, so we'll just go and get a basic forest, basic plains here, I think. And just cast the Solitude using our mana. They'll probably discard a card. Oh, Street Race is cool with this. Yeah. Really good turn 4 there. Delighted Halfling really coming in handy. Okay, they've got the overchase Daredevil, so Inti is a real boon to this deck. I think that card's really good. So they hit a lot of stuff. So they're going to play Asmo can kill Omnath, which is a bit awkward. Okay, there's Inti. Yeah, this is going to be a bit awkward. So make a food. Oh, they hit Saga, but I think they played a land this turn anyway. When can you play it until? Until your next end step. So thankfully they can't play the Saga. There's Asmo. So we can bolt that. I think we bolt the Asmo here. So now they've got Overchase and Cookbook in hand. Oh, Bolt as well. That's pretty rough. Okay, Teferi's good though. So let's go Teferi, blue. This is a 1-2. It's very unlikely that we block. Or is it? Because we might want to block to save the Teferi, but probably not. So it's easy enough for them to play the Asmo, but they'll have to activate this first. I think I'm just going to go bounce. Does it matter? Let's bounce here. Okay, we find Misty. Of course you don't need to block, I've got the Bolt as well. Okay, we can just pass the turn now. We're going to Bolt Asmo. Okay, sure. I think I'm just going to bolt now. We'll leave the fetch land uncracked in case we draw another Omnath. Oh, they hit Asmo. Okay, so maybe should have waited. Because they can play another Asmo. Although saving our Teferi is pretty good. So I think this is where, yeah, we can, the combo can really help us here, because like just steal a game out of nothing. Although with Asmo, it's going to be quite hard to get the Felidar Guardian going. Yeah, because at any time they can just zap the Guardian. Yeah, Inti a big upgrade to this deck. I'm just drawing so many cards with it. But Felidar Guardian's not the worst draw here. Okay, they do zap the Halfling, so we can't quite win the game if we draw Felidar into Blinking Oath of Nissa. Oh, no. They haven't nearly got enough mana. Oh, another land is probably death. Yeah, we just can't keep up with the cards. Maybe I should have bolted Inti. Probably timed it a little bit wrong. Okay, Stomping Ground tells us that they're probably running Haywire Might for a Saga target, I think. I think we've got some reasonable sideboard options here. Like Endurance is great. EE is probably great. Okay. We don't run any sweepers, so Omnath doesn't really do it because of these two cookbooks. So actually I might leave Misty uncracked. Because we probably want to gain some life. Okay. They just attack us, which makes sense. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Drawing those two lands probably seals our fate. So we'll just move to sideboarding. Fortunately, we didn't have to show them the combo, which is nice. Right, so we definitely want the endurances. I think we probably want a copy of Engineered Explosives. Curse Totem stops exactly Asmo, but that's it. Elish Norn could be good. What's this one? Protection from red. Whenever a player casts a red spell, you may gain a life. So that actually seems pretty good against all their red removal. We can just block Asmo forever. What don't we like? I think the combo is probably not that great here. Like Asmo is just so good against it. They've got Galv Blast to deal with it. So I think I'm going to trim. Like Felidar Guardian's fine for like blinking leyline bindings and stuff, but we'll trim a couple of those. Bolt's good. Oh yeah, we're on 61 cards. Is worth noting. I guess Boseiju can deal with the Urza Sagas. We've got Engineered Explosives. We've trimmed down on the combo. Let's try that. I'm not totally convinced, but I think that's probably okay. Right, certainly like to play first. A lot of lands, got removal. I think we can probably just about keep this on the play. I think we'll just go tap land. Pass the turn. It's unlikely that we bolt anything main in their turn, but it's possible. Like if they go Ragavan, we probably won't bolt right away because we want to draw, like if we draw a Wrenn and 6. Okay, so they point a bauble at the top of our library. Okay, play a cookbook. No Asmo though. I don't think we're afraid of Blood Moon from the Urza Saga deck. Just go and get, what's this, Swamp Forest Island. So actually we'll get Ralgren Triome. It overlaps with Steam Vents for Domain, but okay, another copy of Saheeli isn't the best. Let's just go. I'm just going to play the Steam Vents tapped, and then we can go and fetch a basic forest to play to Fairy this coming turn. And then the turn after, we can go Saheeli, hold up bolt. Might be that we want to bolt something here. Okay, there's Ragavan. So yeah, we're just going to bolt that. Our one-of copy of Lightning Bolt. And then we'll go to Fairy. They haven't got the Oval Chase. Okay, Binding is a good draw. So this can fetch Forest Plains. This can fetch Forest or Island. We're not going to really want to draw. Basic Island for Blood Moon is probably good with all these Saheelis, but Plains is actually better with Binding. So let's just go Misty, fetch a basic Forest, and then we'll go to Fairy. Or do we? Actually, I think it's better to play Saheeli here. She's not in danger. The opponent hasn't got any creatures. We'll just scry one. Put that on the bottom. Like Saheeli's not in, like they haven't got any creatures, so I think we can just, yeah, now we can Teferi bounce the Saga, potentially. Okay, they might just Galv Blast Saheeli. Okay, there's Asmo. Okay, somewhat unfortunately we can't Binding here. Ah, that is the perfect draw. So let's go. So we're going to go to Fairy. How much do we care about Asmo here? Like, it can't kill Saheeli. So we could go to Fairy, bounce Saga, and then ending the... No, we can't, then ending this. Okay, so let's just go to Fairy. Fairy, bounce Inti. Play the land, fetch a basic Plains. Scry one. Yeah, I think we probably want Omnath. Yeah, we'll take the Omnath. Ending here. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature. So we can make a token copy of Omnath if we want, just to draw a card. Doesn't specify non-legendary. So -2 draw a card isn't too bad. Okay, so Ragavan is a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. They are having to discard actual cards. Oh, but they can, yeah, exile the top of our library. At least they don't hit Omnath. At least I can't cast Omnath. Bit rough. Okay, we bolt the Teferi. They've only got one card in hand. Okay, another ending is nice. So let's just go Scry, dealer damage. Oh, trouble is, so we can go binding costs. We've got binding cost 2, so we can go halfling, binding. Oh, I really want to draw that. So, but then we have to binding the. We can go ending this, binding the Ragavan. I think is fine. So let's go top that. Ending here. Just make sure binding costs. You've got 4 types, so. Yeah, only costs 2. Yeah, obviously a bit of a shame that we can't cast Halfling as well. What is this? -7? Essentially, we're up to 3 artifacts. I mean, we can do that. You know, we can only search for the 1 ring, but. Okay, they make a construct. Oh, Pithing Needle is annoying. Could binding that. Don't think it's worth binding just yet. Well, we know they've got Ragavan in hand, but Ragavan won't do anything. Do we want to use our mana? Like, we're going to have to get rid of this construct at some point. Trouble is, if we binding the needle, they just attack Saheeli this turn. We know they've got Ragavan in hand. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature. So we could make a copy of the ring. I don't think we want to binding here. The ring could draw us engineered explosives. Maybe it's good to just. Actually, I'm going to binding the construct. It gets rid of it. And if we draw engineered explosives, or if we draw Felidar Guardian, we can blink the binding. Now, if we draw engineered explosives, it's probably going on 1 anyway. Okay, play the ring. Let's draw a card. Okay, Renin 6 is. It's okay. So they could play Ragavan. Haywire Might. That's just gross. They had that. Yuck. Okay, they just play the Ragavan, which is fine because we can just ping that away with Renin 6. Yeah, they attack Saheeli. Would love to draw engineered explosives. Like kill this, 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 and this. Okay, binding's pretty good. So let's just go. Oh, we haven't actually got. Oh yeah, we have. No, we haven't got the mana to do Ren and 6 ping, and then yeah, not. We can't go Ren and 6 ping and do everything you want to do. We have to ping though. We can go Ren and 6 binding the channeler, which I think is probably what we're going to do. Ping here. And then just do we binding the channeler? I think so. I think we'll do it at instant speed. Yeah, should have at some point fetched base double forest. I assume they attack the Ren and 6. Yeah, we're just binding. Binding the channeler because we want the lands. Saga's pretty good. They've only got one card in hand, but Saga is very good. Okay, we draw a land, which isn't the best. Okay, I should have brought in Boseiju. What was I thinking? Play that. Play the halfling. Yeah, Boseiju would have been really good here, like with Ren and 6. Okay, so yeah, we're drawing towards. Like, more rings are good. Oh, they can do this to return. They can return Haywire Might or Ragavan. But like, neither of those are that scary, really. What did they return? Haywire Might. Oh, okay, so they can exile the binding. So let's Haywire Might. So yeah, we'll fetch. Go and get the other Triome. Possibly we should have kept the Triome in our deck actually to draw towards. Okay, Teferi's really good. So let's go to Teferi. Do we just bounce Pithing Needle? I think Ren and 6 can be used on Haywire Might. Force them to either exile the binding and then we can bounce something, or if they don't do that, okay, they just do that, okay, that's fine. So we could then go bounce Saga, they make a construct, or we could bounce. We don't want to bounce Pithing Needle, I don't think. I think we'll just go bounce Saga. That stops them searching for something. We can block the construct with Halfling if we want to. Drawing more and more lands is not great. Maybe we shouldn't have cut the combo. If the opponent attacks with the construct, I think we'll block. Like, the Halfling's not doing much for us at the moment. Okay, attacking Ren and 6. Yeah, I'm just going to block. Let's draw. Okay, they bolt anyway. That's pretty good. I suppose that doesn't really matter. So yeah, we want to draw engineered explosives. We don't want to draw more lands. We'll save the fetch land for Omnath. But yeah, I think now we're just going to get Saga'd out of the game. Maybe we should have kept in the combo a bit more. We definitely should have brought in Boseiju. Okay, they're going to kill the Teferi, which is fine. Maybe we should have exiled the Pithing Needle, but Saheeli's. Okay, Solitude is pretty good. So yeah, we'll just go. We'll pass the turn. Like at any point we can draw the ring as well, which is obviously really good. They're making a lot of constructs. So I think what we'll do, depends what they play. Shadow Spear is pretty good. Okay, so we'll flash in Solitude. And then I think we're just gonna, we'll just exile one of the attackers. I might block actually, although if we draw exactly Felidar Guardian, but we just blink the binding, right? Yeah, I think we just block. Just buy ourselves some time. Because they're going to put Shadow Spear on one next turn anyway. Okay, well there's Nazmo, so we can't really win with creatures now. So, EE? Another Temple Garden. 6, 12. Yeah, we're just dead. That's a shame. Didn't really get anything going there. Maybe we should have kept the combo in, but in the face of Asbot, I think I misboarded. I think we should have brought in the Boseijus. As a Saga is a powerful magic card. Okay, well, we'll live and learn and move on to the next one. Right, to round number 2. Going to play first. Yeah, that sounds great. So let's go Stomping Ground, Oath of Nissa, turn 2, fetch Renin 6. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of hand we want. Well, this is just like a 4-color of old opening hand. Question is, what do we do with Oath of Nissa? It's possible that we're not meant to play it on 1 in case the opponent thought seizes us. Like we might want to save it. Actually, I don't think I'm going to play Oath of Nissa on 1. I think I'm just going to play Misty Pass and then turn to Stomping Ground, Renin 6. Because yeah, it's feasible that we go turn 1 Misty, like we go turn 1 Oath of Nissa, take a creature for value, and then the opponent goes like Ragavan, we go Renin 6, ping the Ragavan, they bolt Renin 6, and then we're short a land if we don't top deck 1. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go Misty Pass and we're going to get Rorgrim Triome, and then we can go Stomping Ground Renin 6. If the opponent thought seizes us, yeah, we can just go from there, play Oath of Nissa turn 2. Okay, so we'll enact that plan. I think Misty go. Like, it's a shame to waste our mana, I guess, but it also makes our mana a little bit better later on. Like, we'd have to go and get, we could get Temple Garden here. Where's his mine? Okay, so let's fetch Just get the Rorgrin Triome. Then we'll go Renin 6 plus. Well, we draw the land anyway, but yep. Good to be on the play. So now we can go. I guess the downside of this is now we're a turn slower, potentially comboing. Like if we'd gone Oath of Nissa Reveal, Felidar Guardian, we potentially could have won on turn 4. But I guess this turn we just go Saheeli plus look for Felidar Guardian with the Scry. Okay, they have to play Boseiju, which is really nice for us. Okay, they get us as tower. Okay, the One Ring is pretty good. So play the Misty. We'll fetch. I think we'll just get. What do we want more? I think we'll just get Temple Garden. Yeah. Turn this. Place a Healy. Plus. Bottom the Renin 6. Pass the turn. Then this coming turn, it depends what the opponent does. Okay, they have another scrying, so they've got Tron next turn. I guess they could have Ugin. So there's not much point in Oath of Nissaring. Like it, I guess we could draw Teferi or something, but what are we really looking for? Halfling's no good. If they go Ugin, I think I'm just going to play the Ring. Or we could play Omnath. I guess Scry, inform our decision. Bottom that one. If we go Ring, Ring draws us the most cards to potentially win next turn, so I think we'll just do that. And doesn't get hit by Ugin. Okay, Halfling. Pass the turn. Like, yeah, Ugin's probably the worst for us here. Like, they get rid of both of our planeswalkers. Also need to remember they can potentially dismember. I think that rhymed a bit. Dr. Zeus there. But yeah, so Ugin's the worst. We don't care about Wormcoil Engine. We kind of care about Karn Liberated. Like they might have Ulamog in hand, but they had to search for both lands. They didn't have any naturally, so. But any Tron land next turn gives them enough mana for Ulamog. Oblivion Stone is also a problem. Less of a problem now because they can't play and activate it. See what they hit. Having Binding is such a boon against Wormcoil Engine. I just don't really care. I don't think they play that many Karn Liberateds anymore. Karn the Great Creator is annoying. They go Karn for Pithing Needle or something. Then we can't activate our ring. Well, we're just binding the Karn again and move on. But like we've got 4 draws that just win the game, and we've got draws towards that as well. Okay, they do find Karn the Great Creator. Let's see what they go and get. Might be Pithing Needle, but again we can just move on. We can just binding the Pithing Needle. Okay, there's Khan. I wouldn't be surprised to see them get Pithing Needle for Saheeli here. Like, I think now we just go binding. Well, don't know, it depends what we draw, really. Okay, planes. So we could go Omnath. Omnath is free in terms of mana, although drawing the basic plane is a bit awkward. I guess we could just go binding. I guess binding is 2 mana though if we do Omnath here. So it's probably not that. So you could go Oath of Nissa first, but then we haven't got enough mana. We haven't got enough mana. If we go Oath of Nissa, we can't then use if we find Fellar Guardian. So if we go binding, we definitely need to binding the Khan. We could go Omnath binding. We could go, yeah, I think it's Omnath. Actually, yeah, Omnath binding seems good. Like fetch, Hallowed Fountain. Green, red. I think is fine. If they dismember it, then that's a problem. Okay, so go land. Probably should have played the Misty there. Yeah, this doesn't play around dismember actually, which is a problem. Yeah, maybe we weren't meant to do that. Maybe we were just meant to fetch, go halfling. Okay, fetch. So to go double binding, maybe you just want to go 1 binding. Actually, getting Zagoth is pretty much the same, although we can't go double binding with that. If we get Fountain, we go binding the Khan. Maybe we don't care about binding the Pithing Needle just yet. Because if they untap and go... Yeah, let's just get Zagoth, go binding the Khan. No, let's go Breeding Pool, binding Khan, then we can play out all of our 1-drops. Make the mana, binding the Khan. Draw with the ring. Okay, so they're not too bad. Plus Renin 6. Play the Oath. Take the Guardian. Play the Halfling. I mean, we get absolutely wrecked by Ugin, but I don't think some lists don't even play any Ugins. Okay, so yeah, we win the game this coming turn. Gonna have to go to discard as well. Just discard like a Misty. So land Ulamog is awkward. They do have Dismember. I'm very surprised they didn't use that before. very surprised they didn't use that before. That might imply they have another one. Now, why would they not use that in response to the Omnath trigger? Also implies they don't have Ugin or Oblivion Stone just yet. Maybe they're just happy hiding behind Pithing Needle. I think we'll... Okay, they find Oblivion Stone, so if they have a land, we're pretty dead here. Yeah, it's a very good land as well. They can't get rid of the ring, though. Yeah, it makes sense that they just do it right now. It does get rid of Pithing Needle. So if we draw... Oh, right, it gets rid of that as well. Okay. So if we draw Saheeli Rai, we win the game anyway. Okay, they get Haywire Might. Oh, we can't draw with this because of Khan. That's annoying. Well, there's the Saheeli. So now we go binding cost 2. So we go play Flooded Strand, binding cost 1, and then we haven't quite got enough. Okay, so let's just do that. This. Go binding on the Khan. I guess we'll draw now. I think we just pass. We could flicker the ring so that we don't take 3 damage. Yeah, I don't think that's that bad actually. Okay, we'll go to discard land. Okay, well, we do have the opportunity to win the game this turn. They have Haywire Might though, which interacts with Saheeli because the tokens are copies. No, I think that's fine. We create a token that's a copy of target. Creature, and then if they exile, yeah, we just have to make sure that we always copy the original one, because otherwise, if we go to copy one of the copies, then they could exile it with the Haywire Might. Okay, they do the Haywire Might. We can. Have we got enough mana to ending that as well? Okay, so they hit the... Okay, so we'll draw a card here because they're going to get... yeah, they're getting the Khan right. I didn't think about that one. What are they going to go and get? They could get... Sundering Titan's a problem. So they blow up 4 lands. No, 5. Yeah, that's just game over, unfortunately. Or is it? No, because we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... yeah, that is just over, unfortunately. We lose all our lands. But I don't think we could have done much else differently. Although, well, we're not out of it, because we can go land. I guess we have to block with this. Yeah, that's game over, unfortunately. Right, so I want to bring in all of our Besejus here. Bolt kills. Oh, I haven't got much time. Let's just take out Oath and a Bolt. Just go with that. Right, send that to play first. And yeah, that sounds great. Well, it's okay. Like there's no way we mulligan it. We're just going to lead on. Oh, this does. Oh yeah. Okay, so this Hallow Fountain doesn't cast Renin 6, unfortunately, but this Halfling does. Right, so let's just get Stomping Ground. Play the Halfling. Pass the turn. Opponent might dismember it, which should be a bit awkward for us, but getting Stomping Ground. Oh, I wonder if I meant to binding that instead. I kind of think we are. Oh, should have. Yeah, that was stupid. Should have gone. Should have gone binding with colourless white, and then we could have gone played another Halfling. Talisman of Resilience. Okay. Don't always see talismans in the Tron lists. Should have guessed the opponent was on Tron, given that they are Ulamog in their name. Ancient Stirrings, see what they find here. This coming turn we'll go Renin 6, buy back. Okay, they found Wormcoil Engine, which we can deal with a binding. Okay, well, we find the ring, but let's just go this, plus play this. Well, we could go and no, it's going to go and get a forest. Play the Halfling. Pass the turn. If they go Wormcoil, we can go binding it and play the ring. Okay, they find a map. Two mana. Sphere is fine. Another. Okay, just a star. So I'd love to draw Beseju. Okay, so let's just go. Play. No, we don't want to do that. I want to hold up this one because then we can Beseju if we draw it. Oh, play the ring. Gain protection, draw the Felidar Guardian, which is a bit interesting. Plus, play this one, pass the turn. And now if we draw Saheeli, we can win the game this turn. If they go if they just go Worm Coil, if they go Worm Coil, we binding. Got 5 cards in hand. Trouble is, Felidar Guardian versus Dismember. Like we know a lot of, they've had Dismember in the main, and some lists run up to 4 from Tron. So yeah, going all in on that isn't necessarily the best plan. They might just go Khan. Okay, drawing a card first. They could go. Okay, this goes Stirrings. The fact they've got this adding black, the Timber is a bit of a worry. They could also go the Ring, which does stop our combo. They reveal Boseiju, which is fine. They also run Warping Whale sometimes, which also interacts well with Felidar Guardian. But, you know, we've got a decent board. They can still wrath us with an Oblivion Stone. But then, yeah, then we are short on mana. Okay, another Sphere is fine. I wouldn't imagine they'll tap out of Dismember here. Maybe it's going to be Worm Coil. Okay, they find the Ring. I'm probably just going to binding that if they go to draw a card with it. Yeah. So we just go and get Plains. Right. Yeah, just going to get Plains. Because it stops them drawing a card with it. Well, they've got Boseiju. But like them ramping us into a land isn't too bad. And then they tap out as well. So don't get to draw a card. But I've got protection from everything. Okay, so they do Boseiju right now. So yeah, we can just get Zagoth. Make bindings cost less. We're going to get to draw with the Ring as well. Okay, Solitude. So let's go ahead and draw. Nothing of note really. We could go Guardian, flicker the Ring to try and find Boseiju. But it's only drawing one card. Either that or be Hold Up, Solitude. We could flicker Binding, which would then let us deal with the Ring. Yeah, let's do that actually. So let's just go return a land. Like they get a map, but what are they mapping for? Saga? Like they have all the mana in the world. So let's get rid of the Ring. we're going to play it. Yeah, we'll play out this halfling. Play a land. Just pass the turn. They've got an answer to Worm Coil Engine, which is the threat we know they have in hand. We'll fetch end of turn here. Now them fetching Saga is kind of annoying, but I guess I could also fetch Boseiju. But then we get a land out of the deal. They use some mana. Could be Ulamog. Khan into Sundering Titan is probably really bad. It's never great. But we should still have the mana available. Yeah, we still have the mana available here to win the game with Saheeli due to these halflings. Okay, so now we can just win the game with Saheeli. So let's go and get Rorgrin Triome, because these halflings don't add mana for Solitude. We can get Temple Garden if we need to. I guess we actually get Temple Garden. Yeah, so that Sundering Titan doesn't destroy as much. We've got a lot of draws. Oh yeah, we can't kill Khan though. No Saheeli. We can't draw here, is the problem. We can't exile either. So if we go attack Khan, we could go Solitude now, attack Khan. Actually, that's what we do, yeah. So go fetch Temple Garden. I mean, they're going to kill both lands anyway. Yeah. Plus on plains. Oh no, that doesn't kill Khan because we have to use the mana from halflings to do it. So yeah, I can't do that unfortunately. This is probably over. If they attack with Titan, we Solitude it. They can just go and get something to get rid of. To protect them from the combo. The combo is the only way they lose this game now. So they should probably just go and get Pithing Needle. Or Oblivion Stone. Like if they get those, the game is pretty much just over. If we'd drawn a white card there, we would have had a lot more. Engineered Explosives on 1, yeah. Okay, so EE for 1 is going to destroy all our mana. We'll lose the lands from Sundering Titan. So okay, so we make 3 mana. Is this Ulamog as well? Sure. Okay. So they get rid of Ren and 6 binding. We're gonna go Solitude, get rid of this, they get rid of our 2 lands. Yeah, we're just dead. Oh, that's rough. Okay, I don't think that matchup is necessarily that bad, but Calm was very good there. Okay, well, we're 0 for 2. Let's see if we can recover. Okay, we're on the play again. Done well for those. So this is, can we turn to binding? Yes, so we'll probably keep this as okay. We're going to get, I think we have to, yeah, we have to get Rorgon Triome. We can't get the off-color one. Foothills, go. So could be Rhinos, could be something like Jund. Let's get Walker in. Okay, Stomping Ground. So that's, yeah, we'll play that one untapped because we want to play Saheeli this turn. Yeah, I want to be able to play Saheeli next turn. Okay, Foothills into Breeding Pool, so that implies Rhinos. It's probably not the best matchup for us. See what they, okay, Ketrid Triumph, so no ice, which is good. Probably going to be very hard to win with the combo here. Let's go Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the Saheeli. Like if they force it, I guess they could have Dispute, which would be really bad. Bottom that one. Right, so we know there's a land on the bottom, so if we can get away with not fetching this turn, that would be good. Okay, Shardless Agent. So let's just draw Feathered Dark Guardian. Well, they could have Subtlety. Yuck. Okay, so scry one again. Yeah, we'll put that one on top. Shock this in, and then just start binding stuff. Well, these bindings aren't getting any better. We might as well do it while they're tapped out of force. Well, not tapped out of force, you know, but they'd have to pitch. Okay, they attack Saheeli. Okay, we've got the ring. Let's scry one. Bottom, so there's a lot of lands on the bottom now. Let's go ring. They might just go Rhinos, kill Saheeli. They ice a land. Well, the ring resolves. Let's draw a card. Okay, well there's the Guardian. So we'll play a land and pass. They didn't have force. They're going to, trouble is they attack Sahili, but that's not too bad. Don't really want to fetch here, because we know that I've scryed so many lands to the bottom. Okay, so they shock in. So, okay, they attack us for some reason. We have protection from everything. Hopefully this is just draw 3 cards. Okay, so they have to have exactly subtlety. We don't need the mana. I think I will fetch actually. Gonna get the Triome. Like it allows us to binding for 1 mana if nothing else. So if they go subtlety, let's draw some cards, I guess. Another ring. Ooh, Teferi. That just wins the game, right? We go 1, 2, 3 Teferi, flicker a land. Yeah, okay, so land. Go grab an island. Teferi. Need to make sure we keep up white mana. Oh no, we haven't got enough mana for that. I think it's just Teferi anyway. 1, 2, 3 for Teferi. We could go Fellow Guardian. I think it's just Teferi. Yeah, let's go. Because they might subtlety here. They could force this as well, I suppose. Maybe we're meant to just go for it here. Yeah, so they did have the subtlety. We'll put that on the top. We'll plus, keep that on top, play this guy, and then probably just pass the turn. I wonder if I went to binding the Shardless Agent, maybe. No, I don't think we care about the Shardless Agent. Like, if they attack Sahili's on 5, so she can steal -2. Although it might be better. Okay, they attack us. I'm just going to binding. Like, it uses our mana. Like, our life total is under threat a little bit. Like, if they go rhinos, I'll probably just ring. Okay, another agent is fine. So we're going to go to Fairy. Again, they need subtlety. Because we have Halfling now. Okay, so we'll lose some life. Draw to Fairy, draw with the ring. So we go land, play to Fairy with, make sure we use this one. Well, I can subtlety again. Yikes. Okay, they do have a subtlety again. But now we could just go for the Guardian. We'll put them on top. So now we could just go Guardian. Force doesn't do it. Fire Ice doesn't do it. I guess Dead Gone does, but they probably would have Dead Gone this, maybe, would they? We could just go another ring and try again next turn. But then they kill Saheeli and we don't have it. So I think we have to go for it here. We could play another Teferi, bounce a Rhino. But then yeah, they kill Saheeli, which is just not good. So if we minus Saheeli here. What about Fire Ice? Fire Ice killing Saheeli also does very good work. So we could go bounce this, draw a card, play Oath, but then they attack Saheeli. I think I'm just going to go for it now. Okay, so that does get there, and thank you very much to the opponent who doesn't make us go through the entire process. So yeah, we go Fellow Guardian, Blink, Binding, kill a Rhino, Saheeli minus to bounce the Guardian, and then just go off from there. Okay, so Teferi obviously a key one in this matchup. Want the explosives and the chalices, probably the unmod egos and the vetoes as well. Bolt isn't very good. Halfling's great. Teferi's great. Solitude doesn't do that much. Although, does it do more than Binding? Probably not. Omnath's good. Is Binding that great? What are they bringing in? They're bringing in possibly Commandeer. Possibly, no, probably not Force of Vigor. Don't know. I don't think they usually run too much for this matchup. Oathen is fine. Renin 6 is, I think we'll trim some Renin 6s. Trim a couple of bindings, maybe. Trim a binding. Let's try that. This sounds a bit awkward. No lands for Renin 6. We can't veto either without drawing a land. We can't binding either. Yeah, this is a mulligan. If we rip a fetch land, it's really good. Ugh, this isn't much better. Neither of these lands cast this Renin 6. We can't play Halfling. Yeah, we're going to have to mulligan again. Opponent's also mulliganed to 5. Well, this is much better. We've got the combo. What are we going to... I suppose the opponent could also have had Flame of Anor last time. Deal with our Guardian. So we're definitely bottoming one land. Are we keeping the, so we get to keep 5, so 1, 2, 3, but then is it Saheeli or is it Engineered Explosives? So keep this. Go 1. That is so good against the Rhino plan. Followed our Guardian. I think followed our Guardian. Like, I think that's probably the play. That's annoying. We draw a Saheeli. Okay, so we'll go Misty and pass. We're not going to fetch end of turn because of ice. We don't want to get our land iced because we need to play Renin 6 this turn. Okay, Halfling's not bad. So let's go and get Temple Garden Stomping Ground, probably. Yeah. Look. No, it's not. Is it Steam Vents? Of course, yeah. Steam Vents. Look, it costs a lot of life, but it stops us being time walked. Get the Misty back. Pass the turn. Maybe we're meant to engineer the explosives here. That opens it up to Flame of Anor, I guess. Opponent doesn't have a third land, which is obviously pretty good for us. It's going to plus. I mean, maybe they don't have ice here. Right, so what double colours do we want? I think we're just going to get another green. Oh no, it needs to be either. Oh, it needs to be either blue or red, so this is going to be painful. Or we could just go Halfling E. I think we'll just go for Saheeli here. Get our scry on. Okay, Mystical Dispute. Maybe should have played around that one. Because we could have gone Halfling. But still not finding their third land. Okay, so let's go plus here. Don't really want to get disputed again. So I guess now we just go Halfling. Land. E on 0. Run 6 ultimate, not very scary from our deck. I think I cut the bolt. Okay, they eventually find their land. We've got an answer to rhinos here. I suppose they can Tidebind or something. If they really want. Ending. Okay, so plus. Do we just pass the turn here with binding and explosives up? This can fetch basic forest if we need to. Actually, this is 1 mana, this is 2 mana, so that's 3. We can play both. So I think I'm just going to go island. Then go add red, blue, black, Saheeli. Yeah, just plus. Bottom that one. If they go for rhinos, yeah, we can just engineer explosives it, obviously. And we want to do it. You know, we could try and wait, but we just do it right away because of Tidebinder. But if we just binding, let's say we're binding a rhino, we can then start making copies of engineered explosives, but I just think that's too cute. Like, I think we're too at risk of just having our engineered explosives tie binded. Plus they can just attack us. Don't think we're gonna, well, we could ultimate here. We got loads of lands in hand. Yuck. Okay. So let's go ahead and scry. Yeah, I don't mind drawing that one. I'm just gonna ultimate while we can. Oh, right, Tidebinder is annoying here. Should have thought about that one, but let's go ending so that we can't get yeah, just go ending so we can't. Oh, we might as well attack. What was I thinking? Yeah, ending so that they can't play Flame of the North for both modes. So we don't want to fetch here. I think it was worth cashing in that Ren and 6. So yeah, no fetches for us. Okay, so now we'll go fetch the basic forest. Did he scry before? Yeah, I think so. Don't really want another Ren 6. Yeah, we'll go to Fairy. I think we're just jamming. If they go rhinos, we'll bounce a rhino. If they don't do rhinos, we'll just bounce Oath of Nissa. So actually I tapped a little bit wrong here. Commandeer. Okay, so that puts them down on cards. If they go rhinos now, we probably lose. So we attack it for 1. I should have used the halfling to play it as well, in case they had force. That was pretty bad. What if they exile, dispute, and yeah, should have done that. Okay, so we could go binding the Teferi. I think that's probably good. Okay, binding the Teferi. They could Tidebinder, I guess. Opponents conceded from the game. I don't know what they had in hand, but we'll take it. They must have just expended that. Yeah, a bit of a misplay there. Should have used the halflings mana, but yeah, let's move on to round number 4. Right, on the play again. I think that's 4 for 4 so far. Okay, you have to mulligan this one. Also have to mulligan this one. Land's deserting us a little bit here. Opponent keeps their 7. We're going to mulligan down to 5. And yeah, this is better. Turn 2 to Fairy. So I think we'll bottom Omnath binding. Is this land? Actually, no, I'll undo that. I think think we want the Omnath or bottom binding land. Because like we can turn 3 Omnath potentially. Right, let's go and get it needs to be green blue ideally. Halfling. Pass the turn. Obviously this hand is very good against something like any Cascade deck, any control deck. It's not unlikely, I guess, for the like halfling to just be zapped by something. Unholy Heat. Oh no. Thought we'd seen a companion there. Bauble, so probably running. Okay, Foothills. Overgrowth. Could. Don't know what this is. Street Wraith. Okay. Well, we're just going to play a turn 2 to Fairy. I think we're just plus. Don't really know what we're against, but I think we're just plus. That way, if they go like Goyf or something, like this could be Shadow. Like Living End don't really run this land. Could be the discard, a similar discard deck to the one we played earlier. Jund colours. It is Shadow. Double Shadow. Okay, well, we'll just return 1. Ending another 1. Play another halfling. And then, yeah, no attacks. And then this turn, Featherdark Guardian can reset to Fairy. Looks like Jund Shadow. Okay, so they go to 9, so Shadows are 4/4s, they're now 6/6s. Don't really want to get Thought Seized here. Could be a Goyf. Traverse for a basic land. Okay, so that means they probably have another Traverse in hand. Well, Solitude's pretty good. So that's plus. I guess we could just go Omnath. Try and find a fetch. I quite like Guardian into Teferi though. Yeah, let's just go Guardian. Blink to Fairy. Minus on the Shadow. Okay, binding's pretty good. Kind of hope they play. We shouldn't yield, I suppose. Kind of hope they play 2 Shadows out and we can get both with the, the Solitude. Yeah, like I think they probably have another Traverse. They're at 4. Okay, push. Shadow. Goyf. Okay, so we can answer both of those. Can also just play the ring. Like them killing out a Fairy isn't ideal. Let's just play the ring. Okay, no such luck in drawing a land. So exiling Goyf with Solitude doesn't quite kill the Shadow. If they only attack with one thing at the... I mean, yeah, I'm just going to Solitude, pitch Guardian. Like, I guess they're afraid of being hit for loads, but you get to keep the Teferi this way, which I think is worth it. Gris, okay. Gris pretty good. Okay, draw a card. Another ring. Draw 2 cards. What's a Healy? Plus... I guess we just binding the Shadow. Got 4 mana available. We could just go Omnath, but I don't want to lose to this. We can go Saheeli. We can't go Saheeli and binding, unfortunately. They could have Beseiju, so we kind of want a binding in their turn. We know they've got one of their hands is basic land. Let's play the land out. We could just play the ring again. Binding costs 2, unfortunately. We could go Omnath. I think I just want to binding the Shadow. They milled Tarfire. Right, so we're going to let this resolve. They can sacrifice the insect to kill our Teferi. And then we're just binding. Binding the Shadow. Okay, Jund Shadow. I used to play a lot of Shadow back in the day. Haven't played it for a while, which is a shame. I really do like the deck. The turn 2 Teferi is really good there. Right, so Shadow, we probably want Engineered Explosives, maybe Endurance. Bolt is okay. I don't think we want to do too much here. We saw Traverse. So I've got an explosive, so we need to cut one. Like, Bolt isn't great. Let's cut a Bolt. I think that's probably fine. We'll try that. Right, I think we can. I think we can just about keep this. Like, turn 2 Ren and 6. We've got Solitudes as well that can deal with stuff like we're probably going to get Thought Seized. So they take our Ren and 6 probably. They take Ren and 6. Oh no, they take a Solitude, okay. So Binding's a nice draw. So is it possible to get Delirium here? Not I always call it Delirium. Domain is what I should be saying. It's possible for us to cast to turn 2 Binding. Could be Thoughtseize again, that's fine. Well, they probably have to take Binding now. Yeah. They shock in. Okay, so we're going to get Rorgon Triome. And then just play Breeding Pool Ren and 6. Go Ren and 6. Plus get the land. So it's possible that they had a shadow. I mean, they don't want to play it out as a 1/1 into a Renin 6. This looked quite like a shadowed list of old with Tarfires in. Hex. Oh, so it's this list. Okay, so it's they're running the what's it called? This battle that searches for stuff. Fair. I've played some of that on this channel. Let's just scry one. Yeah, we want that one. Dealing damage to each opponent is a little bit awkward. So if they play... Okay, they play a shadow. They can't play 2 shadows though. How afraid are we of something like Team of Battle Rage? Ooh, there's Felidar Guardian. So I think we'll just top there. Shock this in. Play Omnath. Draw the Felidar Guardian and pass. And then we could just chump. Right, opponent's got 2 cards in hand. I think I'm just going to block. If they attack Saheeli, we'll just block. They attack us. So if they fetch down to 8, we're kind of afraid of Team of Battle Rage. I think. Well, they go for it. We Solitude. I think we're just going to take it. But we can go Solitude if we have to. Maybe we should have blocked and like set up the win next turn. But if they have a... Okay, they do have Battle Rage. I haven't seen Team of Battle Rage for a while. There you go, up to 13. Stops them playing another shadow as well. We still get the Omnath. Yeah. Like we could have blocked with Omnath, but I think that gets a bit dicey. If they then have a removal spell for Saheeli or something. So yeah, I think that was fine. Okay, well we're 2-2, bit of a recovery after the first 2. So see you for round 5, trying to close out positive. Okay, on the play again. I think that's 5 for 5, so can't complain too much about that. Right, this hand is very awkward, and I think it has to be a mulligan. Like we've got the Felidar Guardian, but we're not doing anything for the first 3 turns of the game apart from 2-4ing ourselves with Solitude. So gonna mulligan. This is better because we can binding, so we'll keep this. Yep, so we'll keep, and I think we'll just bottom basic island, basic plains. Okay, so we'll go and get Rorgrin Triome first. Always get that one first because it leaves you with untapped white mana to cast binding for 1 mana on turn 2 if we need to. Okay, Verdant Catacomb, so it could be Yawgmoth. Yep, so Rorgrin Triome. Well, we don't mind drawing the ring. Powerful magic card. Okay, Blood Crypt. So, could be Scam. Croxer. Okay, so that's an interesting one. What are we discarding? think I'm just going to go for binding here as well. Like, well, is the game going to run that long? Is it worth binding here? I think like they haven't got much in the graveyard. Maybe we just discard the binding. Or it could be Saheeli. No, I think, is it crazy to discard binding? Let's discard binding. It's very bouncing. This is pretty good. Like keeping the land I think is good. Okay, we find a land. So, do we go Saheeli? I think so. Or do we go to Fairy to protect the ring? Maybe it's that. Yeah, let's go to Fairy plus. They could have Dreadball, I suppose. They could also have Blood Moon, and obviously this is good against that. This coming turn, yeah, this is exactly what we didn't want. Like Grief into like Persist or whatever the spells are called these days. Okay, they don't have it though. Oh, they can't do that because of Teferi. Okay, never mind. Teferi was the correct play. So they take the ring, which is fair enough. Yeah, because they can't scam the Grief with Teferi in play. Okay, Voidwalker. Why would they not play that out first? Not sure. Okay, so we get another one of those. I guess we should Saheeli first so that we can potentially scry something to the top. Yeah, we'll have that one. Play the land, and then yeah, we're not fetching. If they play Blood Moon, we might fetch. Voidwalker into Thoughtseize is really awkward. Okay, they bolt the Teferi, play the Voidwalker. Don't Thoughtseize us. Oh, we can fetch now actually. Oh, I should have fetched in response to the Voidwalker though. Do we get basic planes? I think so. Like they can be on basic. They can be on Blood Moon in the main. Yeah, I don't think there's any. I think yeah, we're better to just get basic planes here. Just slam the ring. Well, we find another ring. Bottom Saheeli. Play the ring. Let's draw a card. Okay, find Renan 6, which isn't the worst. So they're probably going to go attack Saheeli. Like, there's only Windswept Heath in hand. Crocodile's target, or is it each? Each opponent. Okay, so that gets around the ring. Okay, Dashing Ragavan, so they can kill Saheeli. Makes sense. So I think here we probably just play another ring. Obviously after drawing a load of cards. Okay, so draw 2 cards. Guardian into Guardian and Omnath. So next turn we'll have 5 mana. We could go to Renan 6 to guarantee it. We know they've got. So how much do you need? You need 6 mana for these. So if we find a land, so we could go Renan 6 to guarantee it, or we could just play Omnath here. Run 6, pick up a land, place a Healy. But then they can just kill her again. I think I'm just going to go Omnath. I could terminate in response, I suppose. Ooh, that's quite good. Yeah, let's play the land. Pass the turn. So now they've got one Ragavan in hand. We've got the potential to win the game this coming turn, though. Okay, they kill Omnath, dash the Ragavan. Do we go for the win here? I mean, we didn't actually find the land, but we've got a load of draws from the ring. So they'd need Fatal Push. How many Fatal Pushes do they run? Okay, so we find the land. Okay, so go shock this in, Saheeli, no, Guardian, flicker the island. Should have flickered something else because they could just kill it here, but okay, well, we'll go for it. Like, they have to have one of their cards has to be exactly Fatal Push. I suppose Bolt deals with it as well. Okay, so they're going to let us get a little bit of value out of our Saheeli. I'll bottom that one. Maybe we should have just taken a more value-oriented line, but I think this is okay. Like this turn, yeah, we could have flickered the ring. Like, if they want to spend their entire turn dashing Ragavan and stuff to kill the Saheeli, they play a land. They could play Croxa here. Surprised they don't go for Ragavan. So Crocs, oh, Hardcast Grief, okay. But we know their card is Ragavan, so if we draw another Guardian, we just win the game. Why would they not have done that before attacking as well? Okay, so they exiled the ring. They've got a load of looks at Guardian here. So, scry 1. Bottom. Right, so we don't find it. We can draw with the ring. Just looking for the Guardian now. We still don't find it, but Oath of Nissa can potentially do as well. That's another 3 cards deep. Yeah, there we go. Felidar Guardian. Play Felidar Guardian. Blink Saheeli and win the game. Start copying Felidar Guardians. And again, big thanks to the opponent for not making us go through it. Yeah, I mean, we had, what, 1 plus 4 is 5, 6, 7, 8 looks in 30 cards to find a Guardian there. And even if we don't find it, you know, we can kill everything here. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay, so Scam So probably endurances, potentially Firewalker actually. I think Firewalker's probably fine. Well, it doesn't have protection from grief, but it is a 2/2, so it would trade. Has protection from Ragavan. No, probably not actually. What else? Bolt's good. Halflings are good. We like the endurance. We like Solitude. I think we like the combo and the ring. What are the worst 2 cards from this? Oath of Nissa was good. What are we cutting? We could trim on the combo. I could trim on a land. Don't think that's what we want to be doing really. Teferi's great. Do we trim Sponsor Healy 1 Guardian? I think trimming a Saheeli is... Well, the games go quite long and Saheeli's quite good in the longer games. Ending's great. Binding's great. Like, do we actually want endurance? We did see Croxer. I think we do. I think cutting halfling could be good. So let's cut 1 halfling. Maybe cut 2 halflings. Yeah, like they're... I think they're... Well, I really don't know about this one. Like, halfling blocks Ragavan, which is an extra point for it. Yeah, that sounds good. Probably going to go and fetch a basic forest here. Unless we need to kill a Ragavan. We can kill the Ragavan, which is really nice. Okay, so... Yep, we're just ending that. Now we've drawn that, it's quite tempting to go and find a basic plains. We could just play Sacred Foundry. I think we'll find a basic plains here. Although then we can't cast the top deck Renin 6. Yeah, I should have played the Foundry probably. I love Prismatic Ending, just so good. Like, not many lists of anything run it, but yeah, it's just so good. It scales later on. Like, I suppose it can be expensive to remove more expensive things, but exile target non-land permanent is always going to be quite a strong one. We've drawn this, so I need blue mana for the Omnath eventually. Do we think they're going to go... I think I'm going to play around Blood Moon. I think it's just worth it. Although if we draw Teferi... Oh no, Teferi's fine because we got the Oath. So let's go Forest. Like, this may well be Bowmasters. We haven't got... Oh yeah, we can take the Saheeli here, I think. Now we can play Saheeli next turn, thanks to this Oath of Nissa. Yeah, there's the Bowmasters. Don't think we're in the business of solituding that. Potentially this is the turn 4 win, you know. Saheeli into... Okay, Fable is fine. Although... Right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. This comes in on 3, so we can't play Saheeli now. Although we could. Because we could potentially Solitude, pitch Omnath. I think we'll bottom there. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. Maybe we were meant to just take this slow. Maybe we shouldn't have played anything there. We could go Solitude, Pitch, Omnath. We'll see what they do. So how many do they discard? Okay, they discard one thing, which probably means... Okay, they could have Grief here. Okay, they dash a Ragavan. See how they attack. They've got 1 card in hand. It would have to be Fatal Push, Lightning Bolt, attacking rat. Okay, so that's 1. Doobie Solid. I think I'm gonna. Let's go for it. They could, what are we getting rid of? I think we'll just get rid of the Shaman, because otherwise they could have Bowmasters, which stops the combo, which kills Saheeli. I think this is the most likely for Saheeli to live. If they remove binding costs them, they could just binding now. Did we bottom that? I thought I bottomed a binding. That's really annoying. Oh, they have Grief. Okay, so that's pretty good. We can still top deck a Guardian though. Let's go Scry. We don't want that one. Play the Garden. Yeah, maybe pitching Omnath was bad into Grief. I think it. I don't know. We made them have it there. So you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. They're going to kill Saheeli. So now, I mean, Omnath doesn't actually do it here. Wouldn't be surprised to see them kill Saheeli. If we don't draw something this turn, it kills Grief. Probably should have fetched here because we can't play Omnath at the moment. Right, draw. Well, yeah, okay. So we go Omnath, draw a card, they ping us with this, we block. Let's see. I guess we could draw. They might just have Fatal Push or Terminate. Although a lot of lists don't run Terminate anymore, they run Molten Collapse. Okay. Okay, well, we went for it and we were punished for it. Maybe they were more likely to have a Grief or a Thoughtseize effect. Like maybe we shouldn't have gone Solitude. Like if we'd have set up for the longer game, we would have actually been a lot better. But there we go. Could consider Explosives. Is Halfling better or worse on the play? I think probably better, but do we want it instead of the Endurances? Like Endurance is good. I'd much rather draw. Yeah, I'd much rather top deck Endurance than top deck a Halfling. Is the thing. So let's just try that. See how that goes. If anyone has any experience playing this list or any sort of guidance, that would be much appreciated. Right, we're going to mulligan this. We're not doing anything until turn 4. This isn't much better, but we'll keep it. Going to bottom a land here. I think just this land. Then we can go round Rogren Triome, pass. Opponent's kept 7. They've got some powerful cards in here. Okay, they thought seize. They probably take the ring. Yeah. We didn't see Blood Moon last time. Let's play a land and pass. Yeah, we didn't see the Blood Moon, but doesn't mean it's not in the opponent's deck. Maybe we're just not meant to fetch yet. Got another Thoughtseize, yeah. So it depends what they've got in hand now. Okay, they take the Guardians, so they're probably on a Fable plan this coming turn. I shouldn't have fetched here. Actually, I kind of want to leave the land in the deck. No, let's just get the Triome. Oh, this is gross. Play the land, pass the turn. So this is probably Fable. Voidwalker. They might have the Scam spell, which should be moderately annoying. Yeah, we'll go for this. Like, they probably have it. Okay, so in response to this, we'll go and get a basic. But Voidwalker's probably good enough here to just kill us. Let's go and get Sacred Foundry, probably. Yeah, because we need to draw now, like, I don't know, more removal. A ring would be really nice. They've got good top decks. Well, there's a ring. Do we think... Yeah, I'm going to go and get basic planes. And just play the ring. And then we'll draw right away so they can't Bowmasters. Well, Solitude is also a very, very good draw. So, yeah. So we now just wait it out. Oh, cast into the fire. That's rough. Okay, so we'll go and get basic forest. Do sorcery speed in case they dash a Ragavan. Okay, so we will play the Solitude here. Forest. Get rid of the Voidwalker. We take 1 from the enchantment thing. They missed a land drop a couple of turns. They must have like gas in hand. Nice to get the Voidwalker off the field. Top deck war now, but like we have. Okay, they do have that, which is pretty good. Okay, binding. Let's attack, and then I think I'm just going to binding the Fable. I think this is worth it.
haven't. They might be on the hunt for lands. Like their cards might not do much. Like maybe we went to play the Misty Rainforest to play around Blood Moon. Definitely possible. Go and get the island. I've got 2 basics. Yeah, probably were. There's another Voidwalker. But Misty's obviously just so much better to hold on to. They do have Molten Collapse. Okay, Ring, Omnath. Oath of Nist is actually pretty good. Yep. Yuck. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty disgusting draws there. Not gonna fetch. Maybe we should have played it in case they go Croxer or Blood Moon. So I'm not gonna block, I don't think. Yet. I think I'd rather save it to block a Ragavan. So yeah, a Ring is great. Teferi would be pretty good. We take a Guardian maybe. Maybe we should have brought in explosives. Omnath is amazing. Solitude is also very good. I'm just going to play the land. So yeah, we'll wait for them to attack. And then probably try and block. They only discarded 1. Okay, they play the Grief. What have we got with a Void counter on it? We have got Solitude and Bolt. So I think here, like if we try and eat the Voidwalker, they just respond with a Bolt. We could just exile the Grief actually. Yeah, let's just get rid of the Grief. Don't know, maybe we went to force the issue with Voidwalker. So they can cast a Solitude if they really want. But yeah, as soon as we do that, they just... don't know, maybe we should have made them do it there. So casting something. Another Molten Collapse. That's rough. Okay, so we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have to block now because they do have... Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't think we can win this game now, unfortunately. Well, there's a Ring. Kind of want a Wrath in this deck. Okay, Teferi. Teferi can bounce the Ring potentially. If we find a land, Teferi, bounce Ring. Although we need to deal with this. Okay, just going to get basic island probably. Okay, we'll go to 4. That is a problem though, because they can just bolt us. So let's go to fairy. Okay, so now we have to go bounce this. We could bounce the ring if we draw a land. But if we don't, we're just really bad. But like, what else? What other things can we draw? We bounce this, they just attack us to death with these. Unless we draw, well, we could, yeah. I think we have to bounce the ring and then draw Omnath. Oh, I should have drawn first. Oh, hopefully they'll do something here, so I get priority again. No. So we shock this in, play the ring. Probably shouldn't be drawing with this at all, but yeah, don't think it really matters now. Like the opponent, yeah, the opponent just killed. Yeah, okay, GG's. Because yeah, we can't come back from this. I kind of want a sweeper in the 75 somewhere. Yeah, maybe a bit of a misplay game 2. Went one route and got really punished for it. But yeah, we'll take that. Like, I think the deck's really good, and I think it definitely has. You know, this combo is very powerful. It's only 2 cards, but yeah, hope everyone enjoyed that. Do let me know if there's anything else you thought could have been improved. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.